Let us begin with the poem Indian Weavers, written by Sarojini Naidu. About the poet first, Sarojini Naidu was an important figure in India's struggle for independence. She had earned a sobriquet of Nightingale of India for her work as a poet. Now, Indian Weavers is a short poem which actually talks about three different types of garments which show three particular times of day. The poem shows or represents different stages of human life. The first stage, which is mentioned in the first stanza, is childhood. Second stanza represents youth and adulthood, and third stanza represents old age or death. Different colors are mentioned in each stanza. They also are very significant as they indicate the moods related to the events. In this poem, the poet highlights the craft and skill of Indian weavers. Let us begin with the poem Indian Weavers. Weavers weaving at break of day. Break of day means at the beginning of the day, in the morning. Weavers weaving at break of day. Why do you weave a garment so gay? The question is asked here. Why do you weave a garment so gay? Gay means happy. That means the weaver is very happy at the break of day and he is doing his work. He is weaving a garment in a happy mood. Blue as the wing of a halcyon wild. Now halcyon means a kingfisher bird which is blue color. Blue color here shows cheerful mood. It shows hopes and expectation. The color blue is vibrant, full of life. It looks royal as a child. And he viewed the robes of a newborn child. Here it represents a child, and the child is the representation of God Himself. So this is about the first stanza, where the first stage of human life, that is childhood, is mentioned. It is gay, means happy mood. Then the blue color, the bright blue color, it shows cheerful mood. The newborn child here represents welcoming a new life, that is newborn child. Weavers weaving at fall of night. Fall of night means in late evening or beginning of the night, that is fall of night. Why do you weave a garment so bright? Again, in the second line of the stanza, a question is asked. Why do you weave a garment so bright? Again, at the evening, the weaver is weaving a bright garment. Now, this second stanza represents youth and adulthood. The bright color, like seen next line, it is given to us like the plumes of feather, purple and green. So plumes of peacock means beautiful and attractive. Feathers, plumes means soft feathers of peacock. All of us have seen the feathers of peacock, how beautiful and attractive they are. So here purple and green, both these colors are also very bright, and purple color represents carefree and green color represents maturity. So purple and green color represent two important stages of life, that is youth and adulthood. Purple in the beginning, here first purple color is mentioned. The youth have no responsibility, they want to look good. This purple color is the typical representation of the maturity or before maturity, in adulthood, in youth. Everybody wants to look very good and they are free, carefree. They are free from any type of responsibility. And the green color, it shows maturity. As the mature, responsibilities pile up. They become more active, they are ready for prosperous life, then they get married, means they settle down and face the ups and downs in life. This is represented by the color green. It represents maturity. We view the marriage wells of a queen. Marriage well means, again marriage means happiness, happy mood is shown here. That means in the second stanza also the weaver's happy mood is shown. Once again let me read the 4 lines. Weavers weaving at fall of night, why do you weave a garment so bright? Like the plumes of a peacock, purple and green. We weave the marriage veils of a queen. The bright colors, the splendidness, everything is shown here. The second stanza represents youth and adulthood. Coming towards the last stanza of the poem. Weavers weaving solemn and still, what do you weave in the moonlight chill? Now here moonlight chill, that means it is night time and everything is quiet and still. What do you weave in the moonlight chill? The poet is asking the question once again here in the second line of the stanza. Moonlight chill means it is cold, it is winter season. White as a feather and white as a cloud, we view a dead man's funeral shroud. Shroud means a cloth in which the dead person is wrapped. So here the sad mood of the weaver is shown. White as a feather, white as a cloud. White as it represents peace, it also represents the death or the funeral. So we have seen that in first 2 stanza the weaver views for the happy mood, for happy occasions, but also he views at the time of sad occasions. White as a feather and white as a cloud, we view a dead man's funeral shroud. So this last stanza, third stanza, it represents the old age or the death. Now here solemn and still means loneliness in life, which is for the old people. They are alone without any companions. So here it represents old age and also death. The weaver wants to show respect to the departed soul, which is colorless, and so they are making a white cloth. It also represents the purity of old age. The body is as light as feather and the soul of the dead person has reached the cloud, that is to God. Death is represented here. Death is the end of life, just as night is the end of the day. So in this poem, Indian Weavers, in this poem, The poet highlights the craft and skill of Indian weavers, but through the 4-line stanzas, the poet actually wants to present the 3 different stages of human life, that is, childhood, youth, and adulthood, and old age and death. This is the cycle of life, and each stage is represented with the help of relevant color as well as different times of day. In my next lecture, we will discuss about the poetic devices of the poem.